Hey everybody, I'm here with Denise Johnson from the Fillmore Inn, the only bed and breakfast in Twin Falls, Idaho, right?
Absolutely, yes.
And so, Denise, you've been the owner here for about a year.
Yep, just over a year. Halloween of last year.
Nice. And so, how are things going so far?
Amazing. It's been an amazing. So I joined the Chamber of Commerce and they asked you a question. If you could hit the lottery or get the job of your dreams, what would you pick? I said, well, the lottery, because I already have the job of my dreams.
Oh, so awesome. So a little bit about your story is you came from Las Vegas, but you just wanted to, you knew that you wanted to run a bed and breakfast,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
So kind of give us the brief history of, how did you come to find this place? Where else were you looking? How did this all manifest?
Awesome. So about 2 years ago, I decided that I wasn't happy in my career, and I think you went through a midlife crisis, and I wanted to give back. I wanted to help people. I wanted to be a caregiver because I'm a caregiver. So I looked in Texas and Estes Park, Colorado, a little bit in the Arizona area, a little bit in California, a little bit in Las Vegas area. So I got confused. So I put a visualization out there with what my perfect bed and breakfast would look like. And the Fillmore Inn was it.
Wow.
Never been here in my life. Don't know a soul here. But the building was home. I just walked in. I literally, after I walked to the house, started crying because I knew I was home. I knew this is where I was going to make other people feel comfortable.
Oh wow! So now a year later, as someone who has come in not knowing anyone, starting to run a business here, what do you think about being a business owner in Twin Falls?
I think Twin Falls is so amazing. It's a small town, and everybody seems to help everybody. It's the sense of community here is amazing. So funny story. So I like to run a lot. And when you run in Las Vegas and you come up to an intersection, they kind of slow down. And it seems like they slow down until you get in the middle of the street and then they try to run you over. Well, Twin Falls, if you even look in the direction of the street, everybody stops. It almost makes me feel bad, but everybody stops here. Everybody is kind. They're good to each other. They care.
So what was it about this building when you walked in that, it sounds like it fit your visualization, but exactly. What did you notice? Like what struck you first when you walked in?
Well, we all have grandmas or have had grandmas, and when you walk into grandma's house, it just feels like she's putting her arms around you. And when I walked in the front door, I just felt like the whole house was putting its arms around me. The feeling was amazing. Awesome.
And so to, pick up and leave Vegas, your home, and, come into a town where you don't know anyone and you're just starting out a new business in a new location. What did people think you were crazy? All your friends back in Vegas?
They thought I lost my mind. Yeah. It's like, what do you mean you're leaving your friends and your family and your daughters and you're quitting your job and you're going to move to Twin Falls to do what? And what if it doesn't work? Well, if it doesn't work, then it doesn't work. But if you don't try, if you don't follow your dreams, then you're always going to wonder what if. And I have not looked back at all.
Awesome. So Denise, tell us a little bit more about the accommodations here. So there's 4.5 rooms. What do people come here for, or what are they looking for, and where have you seen people come from?
Oh gosh, I've had people from all over the world. I've had some from Australia. I've had some from, a couple here now are from the Philippines. I have had people from England, from all over. I've had a lot of people. Funny enough, you either love bed and breakfasts or you don't. So some of the people that I have had here have stayed in hundreds of them because that's all they'll do is stay in bed and breakfasts. And some people, Twin Falls isn't a destination so much yet. I think it's changing. Usually it's people that are on their way to Yellowstone or on their way to the West Coast. Most of them it's like a stopover, but that's changing a little bit. Yeah. And it's just super amazing because they're all walks of life and all over the world, and they all sit down and have breakfast together. And
sure. Now this is this building originated in 1935.
1935.
And has a ton of history, right? And it's super interesting to kind of see the different areas of the house. What have you noticed that is unique? That people who drive up and down the street here on Addison and passing this place, maybe what would surprise them that maybe a local in Twin Falls might not know about the Fillmore Inn?
Everything. So you know that the building's been here since 1935, and the fence has been up there for, I don't know, over 20 years. Mm-hmm. So every time I go anywhere with my business card, it has a picture of the front of the building, and everyone's like, I've seen that building. I've always wondered what's behind that fence. I drive by that to work all the time. I've always wondered, well, come check it out. Mm-hmm. Everybody is like super amazed that it's so nice inside, because they all know anybody. So when I first moved here a year ago, I needed help with just getting set up, and I had somebody come in and said, I took music lessons here in the basement back in the 80s.
Oh,
and
no
somebody
kidding.
else come and say, my uncle lived back there in the 60s. I've had all kinds of people say, yeah, I went to a school with somebody that lived in that house.
Wow.
How many people from Twin Falls that have actually been in the building is pretty cool.
So, you see people come in from all over the world, but once in a while, people want a staycation. And do you see locals maybe just want a weekend, maybe away from their kids or something?
More than I thought, actually. So my very first guests, hopefully they're not watching because they would, I know who she is, yes. My very first guests were the day after Thanksgiving.
Okay.
So they had come here with their small children,
mm-hmm.
left them with Grandma and Grandpa for the night, came here, had a nice quiet evening, had a homemade breakfast, got to kind of chill without the kids. Well, the kids stayed with Grandma and Grandpa. And I've had quite a few of those, and I've had a lot of anniversary people come here.
Oh, sure.
That are celebrating the people that are here right now. Last night was their 6th anniversary.
Oh, very cool.
A lot of people that come here for anniversary. I've had people come here, some local people that have had their bridal party stay here.
Uh-huh.
I've had bridal showers in the backyard.
Oh, no kidding. Wow.
Beautiful pictures. I've had some of the most beautiful brides come, and their photographers take pictures of them around the yard and in this room.
Very cool. So next time my family and my in-laws come into town, this is where they're staying.
Send them here. Yeah. I had a chamber member the other day saying, my ex-husband's coming to town for Thanksgiving. I'm sending him to your place. I'll take all your exes. Bring them on over. I'll take care of them. You don't have to see them.
Well, and now you have a map where you have pins where people have come from all over the world,
Yes.
To stay here. So people come down and they can eat together, and like you say, they 20 minutes into it, and everybody leaves friends.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Need more of that in the world.
Yes, they do. And they have all learned about different cultures, a lot of time talking to each other about what they do different than we do. But when we're all sitting down in the dining room together, it comes down, we're all just people. And we all want the same things out of life, and we're just all, it's amazing. And people that come to stay in places like this are having a great time.
Oh, sure.
Because you're on vacation.
Yeah.
So you're here, you're having a great time, you want to learn, and you try new foods, and yes.
Awesome. So last question for you. What do you believe it takes to be a successful, and I do air quotes for successful because success means something different to everyone, a successful entrepreneur, small business owner?
Well, you have to love what you do, and you have to love what you do. I mean, I love people, and I love to cook, and I love to make them happy, and I love to entertain. So you have to be passionate. If you're not passionate about what you do, you're not going to do very well.
Awesome. Well, thanks for giving me the tour of the Fillmore Inn,
Thank you
and
for wanting to.
I appreciate it. Now let's have some breakfast.
Perfect.